Hey, this is Marvelyn Brown with Inner Word Business Services, and today we're going to talk about starting an online business. So, if you have been on the sidelines, if you've been waiting, thinking that um, you want things to be just right, and you're waiting on that perfect opportunity to start your online business, I want you to think about getting started as quickly as possible. This is the end of 2021. We are getting ready in a few days to go into 2022. And so this is an excellent time to do something different, to add a new source of income, a different source of income that can really help you to learn new skills and help you to reach your personal and financial goals. And so, because we're kind of still in the pandemic mode, things are still kind of uncertain. There are a lot of things that are changing. This is an excellent time for you to take a step in a different direction. So, I'm going to walk you through 6 steps that you can take. And you'll see as we go through each one of these steps that they're really not hard. And we will walk you through. We have videos, we have quizzes. There are a lot of different interactive things that you can do to learn how to start an online business that really ties in with things that you are interested in, things that you love. So let's get started, and you will be able to kind of walk through this with me. Now, at the end of this video, I'm also going to refer you to some additional information. So I'm going to put this on my blog. It'll be in the podcast. It'll also be on my YouTube channel. So lots of different ways that you can get this information. So now imagine what your life would be like if you could earn from multiple income sources. So instead of a 9 to 5 job or, anything else you might be doing right now, what if you could add additional sources of income as you see fit? So instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, you had, 4 or 5 different baskets that you were putting your eggs in when it comes to your income. What if you could do that just by, getting a domain, getting your hosting, and selecting a product? What if you could just, put together a business that will enable you to earn passive income from more than one source? Now, in my opinion, earning from more than one source is the smart thing to do, especially during times of uncertainty, because the more you have in terms of income, the more ways that to earn income, the better off you're going to be. Especially when you think about the fact that most people are still using the conventional method, which is going to, a 9 to 5 job or working part time or even working outside the home. And so, what we're finding now is that a lot of our conventional jobs are becoming frontline jobs where you're exposed to, more people who might have issues as far as their health or as far as um, the virus or whatever. And I don't really want to get into the virus and, all of that. But, when you think about the pandemic, it has really turned the way that we work kind of upside down. People are just scrambling to try to figure out, what do we do? How long, if we get sick, how long do we stay off? Do we have income during that time that we are off with COVID? What if our family members get sick and we have to help them? There are just so many different questions that need to be answered. So, in my opinion, having more than one way to earn, especially if you can earn online, if you can earn passively, that is the way to go. So, if you've been waiting, I would suggest going through this video, seeing if it makes sense to you, and taking the first step. So now, if you feel like all the ideas are taken, all the good ideas are taken, that the market is saturated, I would venture to say that opportunities are there. And if you're someone who can see the opportunities, if you can take advantage of the opportunities and find ways to do things better, maybe than the competition, or put your own unique spin on what is currently existing in the market. As long as you find a product or a service that is in demand, you are going to be able to earn income. So as long as you can do that, you are going to be in good shape. So now this video is going to walk you through how to get started with 6 simple steps, even if you're brand new, even if you are working a full-time job. So the first thing we're going to do is start with your hobbies and your interests. We're going to walk you through a quick survey that kind of helps you to select 3 areas that you're interested in pursuing. So when you think about approaching your business in this way, think about this. If you are starting a business based on your hobbies, your skills, your interests, maybe you've learned some things over the years, maybe you've been interested in a hobby your entire life. If you capitalize on that or if you build on that, think about this. You know more about that particular area than most people starting out. You know more about the problems, the challenges, the solutions. You know about the equipment, you know about the products, you know about the resources. You probably used great products. You probably used products that weren't so great. You've tried out all the different equipment. You know how, the product comes, whether it comes in different colors or textures or sizes. And you can make recommendations based on your knowledge. And what that does is it positions you as an authority. So this is the thing about people. Most people do not want to deal with a company that doesn't know what they're doing. And this is the problem that a lot of people have when they start an online business. If they start an online business, for example, if they just go out and choose a product, if an entrepreneur goes out, chooses a product based on maybe the product pays a lot, maybe the product is a high ticket item and the person feels they can make a lot of money, but they don't know anything about the product, or they've never used the product, or they don't know, the ins and outs of the product, then they fall flat on their face. The reason they fall flat on their face is because they don't know what they're doing. They're not an authority. They're not looked at as an expert because they don't have that firsthand knowledge. But when you have that firsthand knowledge, you're already an expert. Even though you may not think of yourself as an expert, but if you have worked in a certain area, if you've worked in a certain industry for a number of years, or you have had a hobby for a number of years, or an interest or whatever, you know more than most people that are in that area or people who are interested in getting into that area, and that positions you as an authority. Now, when you're an authority, people look up to you. They look to you for information. And so the more you can tap in to those things that you know about, that's going to put you eons ahead of someone who, doesn't have that knowledge. Next, you want to determine the kind of business that you should start. So there's so many different business models. There's so many different kinds of businesses. There is another survey that we're going to walk you through, and it's 8 questions. And this survey is going to give you feedback on the kinds of businesses that would be a good fit for you. Now, this gives you ideas, but it's not necessarily written in stone. So you can either take the information or leave it. But this is just another data point that you can use that will help you understand the kind of business that might be a good fit. Next, you want to find a niche. So, and if you think about these things that we're talking about, these things are not required, so to speak, for you to have an online business. But what these areas are doing is right now, up to this point, from starting with your hobbies and interests and looking at the kind of business that you should start, what we're doing is building a foundation. And so this foundation is really going to set the stage for future growth. So when you start your business with a great foundation, then it really just helps you throughout the course of your business to really understand and know what you're doing, as well as helping to position you as an authority and helping you to understand, what your audience is looking for. So when you select a niche is just an area of specialty. And when you think about Think about people who specialize. So, when you have a doctor, for example, you have general practitioners, and then you have doctors who specialize in certain areas. You have people who do surgery, and some people, some doctors specialize in certain areas when it comes to doing surgery. But the more specialized a doctor is, the more money he or she makes. And the same thing goes for building your online business. The more you specialize, the more people will look to you as an authority in that area of specialty. And that's your goal. As an entrepreneur, you want to be the go to person in a particular area. And so, what a lot of people do, the mistake that a lot of new entrepreneurs make is that they try to reach out to everyone. They take a product and they think that everyone in the world wants that product. And a lot of times they get, disappointed when they find that no one, when you try to reach out to everyone, you end up reaching out to no one. And that's pretty much, just how it goes. So the more you specialize, the more you know what you're doing, the more you build yourself up as an authority, the more people will look to you for information and you will become that go to person. Finding a niche also helps you to understand your market and assist you in building a large targeted audience of raving fans and loyal customers. So now, once you pick a niche, once you choose your niche, then you're going to be ready. You will be ready at that point to select a product. Now, a lot of people skip over these first three things that we've been talking about, building on your hobbies and interests, looking at the kind of business you want to build, and selecting a niche. Most people start with this step. They choose a product. They look at a product that has a great compensation plan, or it's a high ticket item, or something that they feel will make them a lot of money. But by laying that foundation first and then selecting a product, it really helps you to understand that you can specialize and you can select products that are related to your hobby, skills, and interests as well as your niche. Now, the things that you want to really, think about when you're selecting a product is there a market for this product? And the way that you're going to know whether there's a market for that product is, are there any people already buying this product? Are there any major brands that are selling this product or products that are similar to this? And if so, and this is where you might need to do your research, and just kind of, dig deep to see if there are other brands, other major brands that are selling a product that is either the same product or a similar product to what you would like to sell. But we walk you through this process as well. So for each one of these areas, each one of these 6 areas, we have videos that will show you how to do the research, how to select a niche, how to, tap into your hobby, skills, and interests. All of these areas have videos that you can watch and you can actually learn how to do all of these things. So you want to choose a product that matches your interests. And, I'm hoping that you're seeing kind of a trend here where these topics are building on each other to help you build that solid foundation. So now once you have your product selected, your business is going to start taking shape. It's going to actually start to materialize in a way that helps you to understand and zero in on what your ideal customers want and what they are looking for. Next, you want to choose a platform for your business. So, a platform is basically where you will be able to sell and showcase your products. A platform is also going to give you the ability to communicate with your audience and encourage them to become part of your community. A platform is also going to serve as a central hub that you can send anyone to, like your, prospects, your existing customers, everyone that wants to know about your business can come to your central hub, so that all your content is going to be in that central hub and give them more information that they can use to learn about your business. Now, your platform is really going to help you to build that know, like, and trust factor. So choosing a platform is very important. And I suggest, building a platform that you own and control. And I kind of go into detail about that as well in the video. Last but not least, you want to invest in training. Now, a lot of people skip over this step as well, and I'm going to give you a perfect example. And this is my example. When I started my online business, I did all the things that I've been talking to you about. I looked at a product, I actually looked at a company. I was in network marketing. I looked at a company, I looked at products, and I looked at the dollar sign. I was looking at the products, looking at the compensation plan, and thinking, wow, I can really make a lot of money with this. But I didn't do my research. I didn't really look at what was involved in, not only selling products, but building a team and, really going through the direct sales and the team building aspect of network marketing. And so, because of that, I was really, I bit off more than I could chew. Number one, I wasn't prepared to make phone calls and to have the home parties and hotel meetings. And I wasn't prepared for all of that stuff that goes along with some of the network marketing feedback and training that I was receiving at the time. This was a few years ago. So I'm not sure if they're still giving that kind of training and that kind of feedback, but at that time, I was encouraged to do phone calls, set up one on one meetings, have lunch meetings, and things like that. And so, when I started getting that kind of feedback, I realized immediately that that was not something I felt really comfortable doing. I have no problem talking to people or even talking in front of a group of people. But what I didn't want to do is get on the phone and call all my friends, my family. And, I just felt like it was disingenuous to get on the phone and call people that I hadn't talked to in 20 years to ask them to take a look at my product. And so I knew that I needed a different way to promote my products and services, a way that would give me leverage, give me time freedom, and help me to build my business on autopilot. And so I found this training and I never looked back. Once I took that training, I never looked back. And so that's why I recommend this training to anyone who is interested in building a thriving online business. This training is affordable and it shows you how to find and promote to people in your target audience. Number one, when I started my online business, I didn't really know what a target audience was or how to research my audience or how to figure out who my audience was, who I was selling to, who I wanted to sell to, who I wanted to work with. I didn't think about the kinds of people, vetting the people that I wanted to be on my team. I was reaching out to everybody, anybody and everybody that would, give me the time of day. But this training really helps you to be selective. It helps you to know how to find the right people, how to find the people who are interested in buying the products and services that you are promoting. And so I would suggest this training. You can actually sign up for a free boot camp. So there's a no risk way to try this out, see if you like it. If it seems to be a good fit, then you can buy the ebook, and that ebook is going to give you details, the detailed information that you will need to build your online business. Now, the next step in this is basically, these are the 6 steps that you need to build your online business. And as you can see, none of it is really complicated. There are 2 routes that you can take. You can take a DIY route, or you can take a done for you route. So the done for you route means that we build your platform. We help you set up. If you want an e-commerce store, we can help you get that set up. There's a page that you can go to get all of that set up. You can download our free guide, which is part of our DIY solution. You can also sign up for, we have a basic package that is also a DIY solution. But if you just want to download this workbook and go through that workbook, go through the videos, you can do that. That is a totally DIY option that you can use to build your online business. But if you need help, we are there to help you. We're there to support you as well. So I appreciate your time today. Visit innerwordservices.com/get_started, and that will take you to more information. And then this video is also going to be on my YouTube channel, and it will be available, the audio will be available on my podcast. So thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.